Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space.
Wake up, wake up, wake up! Barbados, get up! Good morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning.
Yes, indeed. Good morning to you all and welcome to a brand new week. Welcome to a brand new day. Today is Monday, the 22nd of September, 2025. I'm Pearson Bowen, and it's always wonderful having you company. As always, I encourage you to share the show, share the love, and thank you too for watching us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb. You've been doing so, sharing, and so to you I say again, thanks. Remember, if you know of something or someone whose story we have to tell, you have to tell us about it. And the surest way to contact the show is by email. Our email address is on your screen. I can't say that enough. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. So always write and ask your questions, write and share with us your ideas, and we'll be happy to respond to you right there. So to all of you, good morning. Welcome to Monday. Now today we have a lot to get to indeed, because it's International Week of the Deaf. And in a very short while, we'll be talking to the Barbados Horizon Deaf Charity a little bit more about what this all means to them. We'll also want to look at their human rights and the different languages, the ways that we need to be able to express and to share our conversations with people who are deaf or hard of hearing. Also, living and managing a health challenge is one thing. This morning we'll meet a woman who is just beyond her wits and she needs your help. She'll talk to us a little bit about what her condition is and how we can help her achieve solution to her pain. All of that in just a moment. Ask about Alzheimer's, ask about dementia. That has been the theme of this month, of Alzheimer's Awareness Month. And so we continue talking about that. But who asks about the caregiver? Who asks about the need of the caregiver? That's what we also want to look at this morning. So we'll talk to you more about how do you as a caregiver manage self while managing the expectations and the care of your loved one. That's vitally important, so don't miss it. We'll also meet a woman this morning who says nothing is impossible, and she makes it happen. She moves the earth literally to please whoever, but she does it at her own expense and truly self-sacrificial. And so who is she? You really need to stick around to find out in just a moment. In October, Barbados becomes a place where the industry players in tourism meet here. And so we want to get ahead of that by looking at what can we expect when we look at the state of tourism in the region and what does it really mean for the growth of our economy. Those linkages we'll make in just a little while. And as we go into the final days of gathering in St. James, this morning we want to look at what's ahead as we also share with you what to expect coming up at the end of the month. So to you, Patricia Ben, good morning. She says good morning to the crew. Everyone, today she extends a beautiful Monday. We're back at you, Pat. Have a lovely one indeed. Thank you for always waking up to keep us company. Auntie Faye, good morning. A blessed and marvelous Monday morning to you as well. She's in the north of the island, so she sends to everyone a great today. Audrey Harris. Morning, Audrey. How you doing? Have a blessed today as well. Audrey, thank you very much. Bajan Rock. Good morning to you, Bajan Rock. Bajan Rock is wishing everyone a blessed week ahead, and back at you, Bajan Rock, as well. Make the most of what you have. Kieron Olivier, good morning. She's wishing all a safe and magnificent Monday. We do to you as well, Kieron. Magnificent Monday back at you with lots of love. Sweet Rons, good morning, Sweet Rons. How are you doing? Sweet Rons is living the best life indeed. And so she wants you to keep flowing. She wants you to have a marvelous Monday. And we say the very same to you as well, Rhonda Hines Graham. Patricia Ben is saying today marks this, I know, the 70th anniversary of Hurricane Janet. I know, Pat Ben. I was not going to forget that, trust me. There's a conversation coming up about it, so don't you worry. Kevin Waith, good morning. He's saying good morning to the CBC crew. The CBC crew to you. Kevin Waith says good morning as well. Margaret Sharp, ha ha ha. Margaret, what are you doing up and watching? Margaret White, are you up and watching? Margaret White, are you up and watching? You waited to see your sister, right? That's all right. So, Margaret, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for watching us on the streams, indeed. Speaking of that, then, let's get going. Because the woman who I told you of, who makes everything possible, who sees nothing as impossible, is with me right now. And she's actually the sister of the last commenter there, Margaret Sharp. Her name is, of course, Marcel Rudder Clark, our community worker. Mars, good morning to you.
Yeah, pleasant good morning to you, Pearson, and good morning to the world.
You see, you hear the voice? Just like on the radio. So good to have you, Marcel. You have done so much with your time on earth so far, and you've done it from the bottom of your heart. Why?
I just love reaching out and to touch. I love people. Though by being visually impaired, I still feel as though I am sighted because my vision is really in my mind.
Yeah,
yes,
I know.
I lost the sight, but the vision is in my mind.
The vision is there.
Yes.
I will never forget the time I saw on social media the sweetbread.
Yes,
Marcel Rudder Clark can bake, as we say, a wicked sweetbread. And I asked, Marcel, you did this for real? And you said yes.
Of course.
And I would like to know how you know when bread is done.
Because that I could smell it and I time it also. And I do get the assistance from Demar or Brand if they're at home to let me know if they're getting brown.
Right.
And if they're rice. Don't open my oven door at no time at all until I say, don't go around. Please.
So your sons become your eyes in this instance.
Yes, please.
They will let you know.
Yes, please.
But the other trick that you have is how to know when to turn the fish.
Oh, that's not a trick.
I love that. Yes, it is.
It's a trick to you because you have your sight, but I don't have my sight. So what I do, I put the fish in the pan, and with the oil, I expect it to be in the pan hot.
Yes.
But when you put the fish in the pan, don't forget it's going to be a kind of wet, so you can keep another. So when that sizzle gone, that means that's time to turn the fish. And it keeps a dinner noise again.
Whoa.
And when that turn again and finish off like that, it's finished. It's nothing else to holler.
It's as simple as that?
It's simple as that. I can sit in the living room and tell Demar, it's time to take the fish off. Because I'm not hearing any noise anymore.
Marcel.
Yes.
You have Peter here, stunned. Peter, who's in the studio with me, stunned.
I realize.
This is fantastic.
Yes,
and
it
you,
is-
so
it is
you've
real.
been able to cope. You've been able to get on with life. You have children, grandchildren. You
Yes.
had your husband who's passed, but nonetheless you take care of your home.
Yes, I do.
And you provide.
I do.
And you do all of this as well as anyone else can.
Yes, I do.
But you know what else you do? You also work really hard in your community.
I do.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
I reach out in the community if anybody need any assistance or so on to get something done. Whether it be a fridge broken down, a tractor broken down, a bicycle part, some part for something in the home, water authority, the pipe burst, I got called. The wires come down in the neighborhood from Light Power or telephone company, I got to make a call. The out of service, I got a call on the radio and make an announcement for something that is nothing fictitious. Everything got to be real. Don't come with nothing illegal, nothing like that to me.
Right.
I'm not in that kind of community, but I reach out to help persons. And they said, Marcel, you're a politician? No, I said, no, I'm not a politician, but I'm going to do the things that a politician should be doing. But I'm going to do it with God's help. And I like to go and put up person.
Yes.
I don't like to know that I do something for somebody, ask me to do something, and I don't have an end product. I got to get to the end.
Results.
If I don't get the results, I feel bad then.
Yes,
I
yes.
love to know I get to the end of it.
You know, you told me that you have been a part of the foundation of the Claybury Social Group.
Yes, but before that, I was the foundation of Mornin Glory too.
Yes, that's
I
right.
birthed Mornin Glory, which ends up into the queue in the community now. Because then I birthed that because one morning I was talking to Larry and I said to him, we are speaking to persons on the phone and we're hearing them on our phones and we don't know who they are or anything like that. So we need to reach out and form a group. And there we form a group in the park, Queen's Park, under a tree.
Yes.
In the year 2000 and my plaque, I have the plaque here with me. 2007, am I correct?
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 2007.
Yes.
It's in recognition of your dedication. We can get this right there next to Marcel in the chair. In recognition of your dedication and commitment to community work, it's presented to you as an appreciation award indeed. And yes, 2007. Well done, Mars.
Yes, the brainchild of Mornin Glory.
Yeah.
And then now, I was introduced to Claybury, going to socials and party because that's my thing. Yeah, I go in and interact and so on.
Yes.
And going to Claybury, we go there, we eat, we drink. Good food at Claybury Pier, so don't come. Good food is at Claybury. Men can cook, the women can cook. Everybody come together, bring dishes and so on, and we have a good time. I said to them, look, I think we should do something with this group. We shouldn't just come in and eating and drinking and partying and going to other houses and, we should reach out and help persons within this same community or in the surrounding district. Help them. And at this time now, at Claybury now, it's 15 years.
Congrats.
I birthed it. I thought they'd call it Claybury Social Activity Group.
Yes.
And there we reach out to the schools in the neighboring district. We reach out to senior citizens. We reach out to different district hospitals and so on. We go to church at the different churches in the neighborhood, or even one of the members. And you don't have to come from Claybury, because I'm not from Claybury. You don't have to come from Claybury to be a part of the group. You have persons coming from Christchurch and all that to be part of the group.
Because it means a lot to gather like that.
Yes.
But you know, Mars, part of your story I actually love, you wanted to be a school teacher.
Yes, wanted to be. Because I would take children in the neighborhood on evenings and got a piece of wood put up in the gallery, and they got a piece of board and my chalk. I beg the teachers down the road at the school for some chalk, the ends of chalk.
Yes.
And they teaching away the children. And they have my Kool-Aid mixed in the fridge and some biscuits or cookies or whatever. That when break time, they have break, have a snack, and back to work again.
Wow.
And they have playtime also. It wasn't always the easel and the board. I would give them stories to read, and somebody would start to read, and then they'll pick up on what somebody left off and all that. So that is how I become then to teach Demar on my own at home.
Right.
Because Demar went to school at 3.5. Because I taught him at home. When he went to school, he knew half of the work.
Yes.
And I said to Demar, please stop with this. I know. Stop with that. I know. It's a no more.
Yeah.
Don't swear, I know all the time. So when the flashcard come up at school, he ready to jump in and answer the question. So teacher had to tell me, look, I can't get this boy sit down. When they say, not you, Demar.
Yes,
He's
yes.
always up. So therefore, Demar became the top student at St. Mark's Primary at that time and went off the foundation.
Yes.
The school that I prayed for, that Demar would not go to town. I don't want him in town. So Lord help me that Demar will get to go to a school that is in the country. But Pearson, he ended up in town. Every evening after school. Then not in the early days, but when they get into fifth form and so, Demar in town. I said, Demar, you got keys to the store in town? Why don't you come along home when the evenings come? Who tell you that I did in town? I said, boy, you don't know. I tell you when I really don't do nothing because they say I'm Marcel's son.
Correct. They will call your name.
Yes, they don't say nothing, but when the name you know, just call my name. Just be careful how you do things.
Yes.
Don't even go with other persons and doing things that are not right because they say Marcel's son. And when a person spur you on to do things, they go home and you goes up to prison or whatever.
Yes.
You know who just go home? Go for real. Katie, Kelly, Shooty, all them is go home. He had me who near go for real. I ain't said Godfrey. I said go for real. Meaning by tell you go for real. Yes.
I got you.
Spur them on. Spur you on.
Mars, you found a way to cope. And that's the beautiful. You have maintained a very positive spirit. You make everyone laugh every single time. You know something like, does Marcia get serious? Does Marcia get serious?
Of course I do. That's Demar.
Poor Demar.
That's Demar when they get serious, boy. Even Brian, they get serious. We be talking, we making sport and making jokes and everything. And all of a sudden, out comes the bill for light, water or something.
Yes.
And they say, come, it's money time.
Let's get serious.
Let's get serious. And they hear, we are just so.
You know, there's a lot we can learn from Marcel. We've learned now how to know when to turn the fish. We've learned how to bake the bread and how we know when it's all done, how she cooks with that. But then you also have a code for color coordinating. You know exactly how to outfit your house and those kinds of things. Let's talk a little bit of your magic there.
Well, Pearson, when you mean in the house of it, what you mean?
Let's start with the house.
Yes, if I put up a curtain, I want my curtain, if I have an orange, I need to have my things on the chairs and so on, blending back. So I will use orange and brown, or I will use orange and yellow.
Right.
So sometimes I will put a bit of yellow up in between the orange, and then my tablecloth and everything have to blend back.
Right.
And then they have a plate.
How do you know which is the orange and the yellow?
Pardon me?
How do you know which
because
one?
of the style of the curtain. And I have them put by themselves in separate cases like.
Right, okay.
So I would know. So each case now have on a label telling you that this is pink, this is blue,
right,
this is green. So when you pull the case, you don't got to go in there and find green, pink, yellow, red in there.
But the fabric helps to determine which one is which.
The fabric which one is which. And thanks to the help of Damien, my neighbor,
right,
I would not go here and leave Damien unattended.
So Damien helps you,
yes,
but because it's separate, you know which is which. I know
where to go. And time Damien come, I sometimes got everything together. Yeah.
Tell the woman, she does her own shopping here?
Yes,
Marcel does her own
I go to Cherish, if not every week, every other week, and not only for me, for others, as I tell you, I reach out. I have some seniors who can't get to town, so they just call me and say, Marcel, going to town? And say, let's be that. I ain't going in no person, but I want to go. So I tell, yeah, I going. You want something done? Yes. Got to pick the medication up, pick up something from the sewing world, pick up something from Woolworth, whatever, and they go and get it, and they bring back the right thing too.
You are bold. You know, as I said, you could have stayed at home, and because people fear, oh no, if we let her out there, she might get injured, she might get lost, she might all of those kinds of things.
Somebody may thief my bag, somebody may take my money.
But you're not afraid?
No, because they walking with God. And walking by faith and not by sight in up here, son. Yeah, walk by faith and not by sight.
Right.
So I got to move on and do what I got to do and reach out and help those persons that can't help themselves. Don't mind. I have my challenge. I know I can still help somebody, and it feels good to know that somebody out there that I can help. Just call on me.
Right. You know, how can you distinguish money? You know, how do you know which is a $50 bill from a $100?
Because of this thing on it. Right now, the $50 have, let me start from the two. The $2 have a straight line across. The $5 have a triangle. The $10 has an X. The $20 has a circle. The $50 have a half of a square. And the $100 have a square.
Should we tell you? Can't
And
take
I feel the money then, the 10 cents, 40 cents, 24 cents, I know those.
As well?
Yes, please.
Wow. So nobody can trick you?
No, I went to a luncheon at Marley's. You know Marley's?
Yes, of course. Marley's still there.
And somebody said to her, they're not coming to the luncheon, but they want to give her something to give Marcel money. But she have to identify the money before she get the money. Person, you should see me. I went forward. She called me, because I was going to another function that same day.
Yes.
So I went up and I got the money. So she said, no prompting. What money, what is this, Marcel?
Yes.
And they said, $50.
Yes.
And it was right. And they said, you she back, I show it them in bosom. She said, next up. When she come up again, a $10.
You got it
I said,
right.
$10, get it right. So I do, hold my dress up a little bit and push it out of my thumbs.
Come and get it then.
Come and get it. And the last one was the $5,
Yes.
because it was to be $75, but it's, you know, to be 2 tens. So,
Yes.
yeah. So
Well,
I got the
you're
$75 for that function that day.
You are so smart. But you also do knitting.
Yes, I do.
So you brought along a little bit of your crocheting. And this is how you use
crochet,
it. What is it?
it's knitting.
It's just knitting.
Yeah, with 2 needles. Crochet is 1 needle.
And who taught you this?
My sister in England, my late sister, she's passed on now. Not Margaret.
And this is what you do to fill your time.
If I got time.
I know, because I know you don't have
I got
time.
I'm busy because I like to be out and about.
So let me ask you now, what color you have in your hair?
You mean? I think this one is orange.
She's a brand. How you know?
Yes, because I got
the fabric.
Fabric, not only fabric, but I know what wear I came with. So I can put on the fruit stitch and show you.
Okay. Well. She knew it was the orange. And so and this is what you were taught by your elder sister.
Yeah.
You go ahead. You could talk to me as you do it.
In England.
In England, and so you continue doing so. And you do a lot of knitting.
Do a lot, but to your life for me, I can't make a coat. All I can do is make a straight like this here.
Right. Yes.
Right. So what I does, if I give my friends anyone, I give it and then I put it on the back of the toilet tank.
Oh, okay.
I can put it in the center of the table.
I got you.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. I can put it on the thing. So.
And this is how you make life work for you.
Yes.
Well done, Marcel. And your grandchildren are so delightful. I'm sure they have a really good time with you too.
Wonderful.
I'm sure you crack them up.
So it's not about looking at it, you know.
Yes.
It's about feeling.
It's about
so
feeling.
I ain't gonna look down at the needle.
No,
because it meant the same.
I would have to look. Correct.
You have to look.
Correct.
When I go to some person's houses, they say, "Oh, Master, the room in there is dark. Just give us a minute. Let's put on the light." I said, "For what? You're gonna waste your current for me for you?" They said, "Oh, shoot, forget."
Yes.
So I don't have to put on a light for me when I come at you.
Correct.
Understand? I know I can give Margaret a direction in her house. Right now, I visit her house in America, and I can tell her where I went to and the room that I went in, how to turn to get to the kitchen, how to turn to get to the living room. Everything I can tell Margaret.
And you know that's what you do even in vehicles? Marcel
Yes,
can give
I can
you
bring you from
directions.
town to me and any road.
Wow.
But just one time that my friend Jean tricked me. She turned off and went through Guinea. So I didn't know where she was, and then when I got up, she said, "Tell me where it is." I said, "Well, tell the truth, I know." But I can bring you from town to home.
Wow.
Yes, and it belongs to the Togetherness Social Group, as you would know.
Yes.
I'm an honorary member of the Togetherness Social Group. And there's a guy who brought me home from the Togetherness Social Group. His name is Dujon. And Dujon said, "I don't think I will bring him home again." Because I told him, I called from by 3 Houses Park and tell Brian, "Look out that I'm on my way, coming up the hill." And he stopped the van. He said, "Who told that you at 3 Houses?" I said, "Well, I live out here though." Even my cousin Selwyn brother, he was bringing me from town there too.
Yes.
And when he get by St. Philip's Parish Church, he turned off. I said, what we going 6 roads? He said, "How you know we going 6 roads?" I said, "You turn to go to, you turn."
Made the right turn there.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said, "You sure you can't see?" So then when he went over there, he went to 6 roads, he went up to Ruby Park side.
Yes.
And they said to him, you're going off track how you turn your pass out in the ski school.
Wow.
Where you going? And so he was amazed. And coming back now, I said to him, does the guy still sell food over here at the corner by the King George V Park? He said, look, I want you to make it and let me get you out of my car.
Wow.
Because you know everywhere you are.
You know, Marcel, I have to make notes of things I want to say.
Yes.
But you remember everybody's names, birth dates, everything. How do you do that?
Because I can't read it, Pearson. So I got to memorize it. And if people think it is easy. And one thing I don't like what persons to do to me is give me a birthday greeting for someone. And then they said to me, Marcel, but I want you to do X, Y, Z, right? I want to send a request here for John Brown from his mother, Mary, his aunt, Susie, his great aunt, Mary Lou, his two sisters, Jennifer and Sharon, his god sister, Mary, again. And he going, no, he tell me, they done, you know.
Too much.
Don't forget, my grandmother in the grave, she will look to say, I hope she grandmother could say something and she in the grave door. So that's why I don't want you to, I don't mind doing it, but familiar people, I will be okay with.
Yes.
My familiar people will be Claudia. You know Claudia from the Castle, the girls.
Yes.
So I just said good morning to Claudia, Gloria, Evie, Glendy, Marva, and I go on like that, Aquenda, Frankie, because that's a family.
Right.
So I know that family by heart, glowing.
Yes.
You know, Lauriston, all them I know as family. So that don't give me no problem. But if you come even new, you gotta come to me differently when you're new. Yeah?
Mars,
and in new name, no chairs, I can't get someone to call. Right?
I got you with the way you know how I feel about that. But anyhow, because I got to wrap up. Listen, Glenda Yard, Slender Glenda is watching you. She's saying, Marcel, and all of my beautiful people, good morning indeed. And so, what become a Rackapan?
I ain't hear Rackapan in a long time. No Tyrone and Bobcat. None of them. I ain't hear them in the farm.
Those are the names,
but they were the names. You should get man come and give nicknames and so on.
Yes, Marcel.
So, it's like I can't go out and don't say hello to my St. Mark's family because I'll be in trouble.
That's right, you're part of that group
St.
too.
Mark's was Colors Association. I'm part of that group.
Yes.
And I'm also saying a heads up to at least one member, Jerome Davis. And I'm saying hello to them and to my St. Mark's Church family and St. Catherine's. The Reverend Rosalind Harper Johnson and her wife Mustat. You know, she's moving away from us now, Pearson.
Yes.
Next month. This month is the last
coming
for
down nearer
us.
to us here.
I don't want to hear that.
That's all right.
Right? But that is happening.
Indeed so.
And to my Holy Cross Church family too, because they're close to me, and Holy Trinity, because when they don't go to St. Mark's, I go and visit the Holy Trinity Church.
Okay.
Yes.
Marcel, we salute you. Really,
Thank
you
you.
are phenomenal.
Thank
you're
you.
phenomenal not simply because of the work you do alone, but because of your spirit. Your spirit is such warmth and radiating to everybody indeed. We're all attracted to you naturally. You uplift our hearts every single day, every time we hear you. People just turn on the radio to hear Marcel.
Not only here, Barbados, Pearson.
All over.
My granddaughter's cell phone is full of overseas persons. The last person I have now, my phone is a lady named, I call her Lollipop. Yeah? And Margaret, make sure she calls me every day religiously, Pearson. Even try to help me to learn how to swipe the phone, because I know you can't do these new things.
Yes.
So she called me 3-4 times till I get it done. She perseveres with me, that's true.
You know, someone
and her husband, he must love me more than Margaret, but he ain't even want to tell you she's out there. But he loved me so much. I tell you, married the wrong one.
Marcel, I gotta go.
You take me, I would take you here a whole day.
I know we can't do that.
But we can't do that because then you have to leave room for other persons.
Precisely.
So you have to give way.
Precisely.
So good morning to one and all across Barbados. The St. Mark's Credit Union also a part of that also. The Thursday Beach Surfers, part of that. And also the Lions Club east of Barbados. I'm saying good morning to them. And quickly, Pearson, I'm begging for a little pick here quick. They say the Holy Cross Anglican Church Mothers Union will be having on a tea party this weekend at 4 Square Heritage Park. It's called A Shade of Pink.
Oh, they're A Shade of Pink.
Yes, is the title.
All
and
right.
it starts from 3 until 7. No price given. If you can't pay, if you add, you can't put it on the thing.
That's right.
That's me thing.
Thank you, Marcel.
Have a beautiful day. It's
You
always
too,
a pleasure,
girl.
Pearson.
Always.
God bless you.
You too, likewise.
Thanks for having me. Morning, children. Brian and Timor. Serenity, Katie, and Kia, my grandchildren, and all my family across Barbados and across the world. I love you all. Peter, stop laughing.
Save me. Save me. Thank you, Marcel. Have a good morning indeed. You gotta love her. Pardon me? I don't have any riddles for Marcel today. I'm not going to hurt your head this morning, Marcel. They asked me if I should give you a riddle. No, I wouldn't do that to you this morning. Would I do that to you, Marcel?
You could if you want to.
But I won't.
Okay,
Thank you. Here. Have a good morning.
God bless
We're
you.
taking a break right here. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 6:30. We're meeting phenomenal women so far. One who would crack you up. And now we meet another one who is smiling through her pain. And it's sometimes her pride, but the pain sometimes becomes unbearable. And so she needs your help. Her name is Julianne Seeley. Julianne, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well this morning. I'm doing well this morning. Okay. It wasn't so well last night at all. I was in a lot of pain. So I spent most of the wee hours in the morning just up having my fiancé try to massage the pain out of my leg and, just to comfort me.
There's some who are watching saying, but what going on with you? You look all right.
Yes, most people say that.
Mm-hmm.
But to tell my story, I suffer from polycystic kidney and liver disease, as well as lumbar spondylosis. I'm at stage 2 kidney failure. So barring that, it's like the pain that I get in the kidney is unbearable sometimes. Plus I have kidney stones in both kidneys. The left kidney is basically, almost not functioning because that is filled with cysts. My problem is that, when I was first diagnosed with cysts of the kidney, that was like in 2014, where they said I had cysts on the pole of the kidney. and they were saying that's normal. In my opinion, a cyst is not normal. But I say, you're the doctor, you know best. Then to find out in 2023 that the entire cyst, the entire kidney is filled with cysts. And sometimes they bleed, sometimes I get infections. I'm constantly getting urinary tract infections. And they're saying that unless it becomes very bad, then they can't do anything. That's what they're saying, but I'm looking at, trying to get a second opinion from the outside. With the lumbar spondylosis, that's a problem in my spine, where they have fusion of the L5-S1, and it's fused on the nerves. But they're saying they don't want to go in until they have an MRI, just in case there's something pushing against the spine, because they have bulging discs as well. And that pain is excruciating. Because sometimes I can't bend. You don't know how to sit, lie down. I sleep on my left side only. And I mean, you want to do so many things. I used to fish. I can't do it because of the pain. I like the beach. Can't go in, move in water. So it's like your life just gone from, doing so much to just doing the basics. I go to work every day unless I'm really, really down. And everybody's like, but she comes to work and she's always in pain, but I gotta do it because I gotta live still.
Pushing through the pain, smiling through that pain, and then there are people there who don't have a clue of the things that they're going, and they want to judge you. And so you want the help to be able to have the MRI so you understand this thing that's pressing against your spine.
Yeah.
That's caused you excruciating. I can't imagine what that must feel like. I shudder at the thought of it.
It's like, okay, I was at football last night, the Prime Minister's Cup, and it's like the pain that I was getting down the leg, it's like a cramp but worse. So you feel like the ligaments just pulling, and for the first time it actually started in my stomach. And that was horrible. So I had to get the assistance of some referees, because my fiance is a referee, but he was on the field. We didn't want to disturb him to, ruin his game. And so 2 other referees came to my assistance, to help me walk around. Because sometimes you have to try to walk out that pain. Not that it works, but, there's the odd time it would work. So it's like having to depend on people. I have to do it at work as well. Sometimes the pain gets really bad and they have to get the guys to come and, help walk around because you can't do it on your own. There was a point in my life a couple of years ago where I was getting the pain and I didn't know what it was. And my former boss, he said, but Julie, why don't you go to the doctor before you can't walk? Well, within a couple of days, I couldn't walk.
Wow.
And it's like, it was hard because I was a single parent. My children were in secondary school and primary school. And they wanted to stay home just to be with me. I don't go on to school. My neighbor, he worked van at the time, and he said, well, I will stay with you. And he would sit by my bed every day just to make sure I eat, just for the comfort. He had hip surgery, so he had what I call a contour mattress, and he brought that for me just for comfort. Because it was difficult, just lying down sometimes is really hard because you don't know what position to be in. You can't lift, because I'm not supposed to lift heavy objects either. So, but you still want to function.
Of course, you still want to live. You still want to do your mother, a woman, and so you want to care, give.
And I have a grandson that I would love to run around with.
See?
And he believes in me, so.
There you go.
And
so you live for him. What do you now?
Kind of.
What do you need now so that you can begin to have that MRI?
Well, I'm trying to raise funds to get the MRI. I also need to get an MRI of the kidneys to see, if there's anything more than what they were seeing with the CT scan. Because with the lumbar spondylosis, it can affect the brain as well. The kidney cysts can affect the brain as well. That's what a lot of people don't know. And I do my research because one doctor at the polyclinic said to me, do your research. The doctors are not going to tell you everything. And that hurt me, because to hear another doctor say that, you know, it's like, and he wasn't trying to put them down, but he said, they're not going to tell you everything. No doctor will. And it was hard. And then I was at clinic a morning, the renal clinic, and I started to get these pains in my chest, and it was like, no, can't be having a hard time. Not today. And it's like, everybody was like, you sure you're okay? That time I'm dripping in sweat. So they sent me to cardiac, and they did the ECG. It didn't show anything. But on going through the notes, they noticed that I had something called a Holter. And that showed that I had actually went into tachycardia twice while wearing it. And I know I've had a history of TIAs. It's just, you know, minor strokes.
Yep.
So my fear is, with all that is going on, and people don't see because they see you smiling, they figure everything is okay, but mentally it is draining.
Yeah, I can imagine. Just not being able to lay down and sleep comfortably alone would make me miserable. And can imagine walking, living, sitting, can't lift, can't do much, simply because of that, because of the pain that will attend you, pain in your stomach, pain in your back, pain in your legs. You're living pain, but there's a cost to what you're seeking to have done now, at least so you can begin the exploration of what can be dealt with. How you manage those costs?
Well, basically my pay, and I had fundraising, a donation bottle at work, because I work at Abed's, Sheraton. So there is a donation bottle at Sheraton and one at Welch's. It's doing its fair share. I mean, everybody got the problems, but it's hard when sometimes you have to listen to the comments people make without knowing that you are right there.
Yes, yes.
And I want to thank David Davis, aka D2, who did a video one morning at work, and he put it out there, and that has been a help, where, you know, he reached many people because of, you know, his personality and the videos he shared, and it has helped some. I'm looking to raise initially 10,000 US. And this is to help with the MRIs and all the other tests I need to have. Plus I want, as I said, I want to get a second opinion from the outside. I'm supposed to be traveling in December, or Spare Life. So, you know, it's hard.
I know it's tough. So for those who are watching this morning, who are feeling your story, who want to, and we're crawling some information on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, so don't ignore the information you see at the bottom of your screen. That information is critical to helping Julianne with her medical treatment, her medical assessments. And so we want you to really go, if you can, to CIBC Caribbean, and you can make a deposit to the account number you see on your screen, 100-12-13-674. So 100-12-13-674. That's at CIBC. You can first pay as well, or you can make your donation at any of Abed's locations. Indeed, there's a contribution jar there waiting for your contribution, indeed, or reach out to Julianne as much as you possibly can. And if you see her, make a sizable donation, because the cost is sizable. And so we all want to be able, as a nation, to uplift this young lady who has children and a grandchild who is the heart of her life, indeed, and a boyfriend. She just wants to be able to do so much more. She's young enough to be able to do still so much more. And because you have so much you've been blessed with, give of your much, give of your little even, to helping Julianne. And so remember, CIBC Caribbean, any branch, you just tell them you're making a donation to the Julianne Seeley account. They will happily accept your donation and deposit it to the account. We're trying to raise 20,000 Barbados dollars to start with. This is only just for tests. And so we just want you to be able to help her understand what she's battling with through those tests with your donation. Every single donation matters. And so for church organizations, school organizations, women organizations, men organizations, individuals, each of us has a responsibility as a community to help Julianne Seeley. We all have that responsibility, so do not shy away from that responsibility. Make your donation. Drop it into the donation tins at Abed's, both locations, Sheraton and the new W Plaza, or you can also make a donation at the bank, CBC Caribbean. Branches are all over the island, and they want you to come and help indeed. I'm struggling because I feel your pain. I feel your pain. For those of you who do first pay transfers, the information is right there on the screen. So right there, bottom of your screen, you can see it coming across right now. That's the number to first pay to. Let's see if we can raise these funds as soon as possible, because soon, Julianne needs to go over to have these tests done. And so your every day, every single cent assistance will go a very long way. And so the doctors are saying to you, once they get to understand what it is, then they will see whether or how they can operate, how they can help to alleviate the pressure on your spine to start with.
Please.
But the other matter with the kidneys still happens.
It's just a wait to see.
Is that what
that's basically it. That's basically what you're telling me when you say your weight, that I have to wait, just to see if the infections get any worse before you do anything more. Mm-hmm. Why not nip it in the bud?
Yeah.
I'm 52 years old, almost 53. I still have a long way to go.
Long. You still got 11 years to catch up with me to begin with, But here it is. She needs your help. She's a mother. And so, folks, don't miss this opportunity to help another woman, another Barbadian, another outstanding citizen who is contributing to her family and to this society as well. Her name is Julianne Seeley. Julianne Seeley. Her account is at CBC Caribbean. Any of the branches will take their donation. Remember, drop it in. The information is on your screen. Don't miss it. This show will show again later on tonight. It will be hosted on our socials. If you have missed the information, go back and check it for yourself. I encourage you to give to Julianne. Julianne needs to raise at least 20,000 Barbados dollars, and she's still miles away from there, but you can help to shorten that distance and perhaps surpass that distance with your donation. So corporate entities, this is where you can help as well. We really appreciate all of your help, and we do say a big thank you. Julianne, to you I also say thank you.
I want to say thank you to all who have contributed already. And my grandmother always used to tell me, a little with contact is great gain.
Yes.
And I live by that.
Yes. You live well.
Thank you.
Well.
And
You're very welcome.
Before I go, I also want to wish my grandson a happy birthday.
What's his name?
Zakai Bishop.
Zakai. Spell that Zakai for me.
Z-A-K-A-I.
Okay, that ain't too bad. Z-A-K-A-I. These new names nowadays is something else. Zakai Bishop. Granny says good morning. How old is he?
He's 6 today.
Oh, bless his little heart. Missing his front teeth yet?
No.
You can't wait to see that, right? You can't wait. That is a passage of right, girl. A rite of passage. When those front teeth are gone, you're going to adulthood.
It's
so
true.
the adult teeth are coming in really, really soon. But he sounds like a sweet little child. What school is he with?
He's at Eden Lodge Primary.
Eden Lodge Primary. Zakai Bishop, good morning to you. Granny says good morning. So do we here at Mornin Barbados as well. Thank you, Julianne.
Thank you,
I
too.
wish you well. I wish you success in this fundraiser. And I really hope that we can really fill that till before the end of this month. If we can, let's set ourselves some targets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can raise that $20,000 before the end of September, or as soon as possible. The sooner the better for Julianne. Your help is important. Thank you all.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We are 10 minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock as we turn our attention to this full week, a week, International Week for the Deaf. And so it's important that we not only talk to them, but that they talk to us and that we hear from them as well some of their concerns as they tried not just to integrate, but to have true access to everything the community has to offer. With them is, as you see on your screen, the Chief Interpretation Consultant with Signature Interpretation, Bonnie Leonce. We know her well from CBC TV. It is good to have her right here to my side as well, indeed. And so to you, Lionel Smith, the President of the Barbados Horizon Deaf Charity, and Scott Williams, Vice President. Welcome to Morning Barbados. Lionel, I'll start with you. What does this week mean to you, that Barbados is recognizing the International Week of the Deaf?
Okay, first I want to say good morning to all Barbados. And yes, I am the president of BHDC and I'm happy to be here again. So this week is really important. It's a very important week, International Week for the Deaf, which falls under the World Federation of the Deaf. And we, the theme is no sign language rights without human rights and no human rights without sign language rights. So this is for Barbados, the region, and internationally. That's what we believe for this week.
Do you get the sense that as a nation, that we are paying close attention to those rights for people who are deaf or hard of hearing?
Not 100% as yet, but we're making steps. I'm seeing improvements here in Barbados. Yes, we really want everything to be 100, but we're seeing that movement towards the 100%.
So what are we still to do, in your opinion, Lionel?
We would really like for the recognition of sign language to be recognized as a language here in Barbados, as has been done before. You know, recently we passed the disability law, improving the lives of persons with disabilities. But we would also like other countries, for Barbados to recognize sign language as a language.
Scott, let's turn to you. Let's talk a little bit about your journey coming through school as someone who is deaf, being able to be understood and heard. How was it for you?
School life had its ups and downs. It wasn't perfect. The education wasn't perfect. But for me, it was kind of okay. But then I started to meet a lot of people from the deaf community, and then it got better for me.
But we need to learn the language. The language helps to break that barrier down so we could all talk to each other. Talk to me a little bit, Scott, about what can happen in schools, you think, that would help to teach and sensitize younger children about the language, sign language.
It's important because it's our language. And, we would like to see hearing children learn sign language so that it will be better for them to communicate with people like us, even communicate with deaf children as they're growing up together.
I want to look at it, Lionel, within the context now of disasters. This is hurricane season, and oftentimes people forget that segment of society who are hard of hearing, who are deaf. Let's talk about what you would want this community to do to include messaging for people who are deaf or hard of hearing.
That's a really good question, and people ask me that a lot. And it's not only deaf people, but others with different kinds of disabilities as well. So you know that when a hurricane is approaching the country, people listen first. And deaf people usually get secondhand information. And, it's really important that we have broadcasts sent out. I have had experiences in the U.S. and Canada about different hurricanes and warning systems that were passing. But, we need to be able to find a way for Barbados and the Caribbean to have a way that if a weather system is passing, that we have instant access to that information.
Your group is called Barbados Horizon Deaf Charity. It's designed, no doubt, to be a charity where people give and give. And so talk to me a little bit about the organization and the work you do.
Okay, BHDC was set up a while ago in 1995 or so. But, we really want to make it more formal so that people would see us more, not only as a business, but we'll be able to give and we could work with different organizations, whether it be regionally or internationally. So that's hence the name. But for example, so if someone, for example, wants an interpreter, you can contact BHDC and we will be happy to provide one, things like that. So we are able to provide certain assistance to people who are in need of certain things.
That's fantastic. What about schools, Scott? Are schools calling for interpreters? It's people who can come and help them communicate with children who are deaf or hard of hearing?
Okay, so not really interpreters, but we really want to have deaf teachers who are able to go into the schools and to help teach deaf children and hearing children so that we can all have that experience together.
Have you had those conversations with the Ministry of Educational Transformation?
I never have.
Lionel, what about you? Is this something you...
Yes, we've had that conversation about having deaf people involved in the education system, but it's a conversation in progress.
Oftentimes, Lionel, we tend to take our child who is deaf or hard of hearing and hide them away. We don't want them to be hurt, and so therefore we want to have a wonderful, safe cocoon. Talk about inclusivity for just a moment with me, about why it's important that we encourage deaf children to come out and be a part of society.
It's really important because children have a right to be included. You know, hearing children, they do everything. They have those rights, but sometimes parents, want to keep their deaf child away from society, and then that child doesn't even have language, too much language, so they are not able to interact, and then they grow up, and then what happens? We want deaf people to feel independent. From small, the children, we want them to understand it's important to learn how to communicate and to not only be hidden away, but we need resources to help deaf children. We want when they grow up that they become better citizens, same as hearing children. So we don't want deaf children to be hidden away, and then people say, oh, okay, this is my hearing child, and then a deaf child looks and say, wait, because that child has feelings. They want to become independent. They grow up and they see and they experience. So it's not like a hearing child should have more rights, but deaf children, from the time they are born, they need to understand, yes, I have rights, and my life is important, and my development is important as well. So, they could be a doctor, they can be anything, just like a hearing child, and they can be any profession that they choose.
That is a powerful, powerful statement indeed. And so, Lionel, well spoken. And so, Scott, as Vice President, for anyone who is watching who says, I want my child to benefit from the charity, I want myself to give to the charity, how can we do so?
Yeah, we can contact Lionel as the president. Okay, so Lionel can be contacted through Facebook or IG. And if you need any more information, you can just reach out to us.
Indeed so. So folks, reach out. Reach out to the Barbados Horizon Deaf Charity. They need your help. Your child needs help as well. And so together the organization empowers. And so this is the International Week of the Deaf, and it gives us a chance to amplify their voice, amplify their needs, amplify the possibilities with which they can engage. And so we all want to pay attention, pay very close attention. And as you heard from Lionel, a deaf child is as able as any hearing child. And so we did just need the opportunities to be able to achieve indeed. And together as a society, we can do this. It's called the Barbados Horizon Deaf Charity. Look for Lionel Smith online on his IG or Facebook page. Look for the organization online as well, and make your contribution to be a part. To you, Lionel Smith, I say thank you. Scott Williams, thank you as well. And the Chief Interpretation Consultant in One and Only Body Layouts, thank you as well.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. We're taking a break here. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come, and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling. And you
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at news now. Barbadians are being warned to be mindful of the immigration enforcement raids being carried out in the United States. The caution comes from Senior Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Kerry Simmons, as he addressed hundreds of Barbadians at a town hall meeting in New York. While acknowledging the significant contributions that Barbadians have made to the U.S., he warns that they can become targets, whether documented or not. Minister Simmons says previously Foreign Service officers never had any issues to worry about, but now they do.
Barbadians are known to be very good, God-fearing, Christian, hard-working people. I equally know, however, that there are one or two Barbadians who ain't met themselves right. And I equally know that if you don't have the document in your hand, then you can have a little problem. Even if you are documented, please try to understand that that does not mean in and of itself that you will not be targeted. We are candidly and seriously saying nobody who is an immigrant is beyond the pale. And so therefore, when once you hear that the Deputy Consul General or the Consul General are trying to reach out so that we can get information, it is not to be busybodies and meddling in your private business. It is to put capital at Bridgetown in a position where we are better able to lend assistance in the event that that should happen.
A transformative 6-month program aimed at preparing Barbados youth for success has nurtured 1,323 participants since being established 10 years ago. And the Preparing Today for Tomorrow's Challenges program, spearheaded by the University of the West Indies Global Campus, is expanding to all secondary schools. That's according to Campus Officer of Alumni Relations, the coordinator of the program, Sandra Griffith-Carrington. She was delivering remarks at the launch. She also revealed that 26 participants successfully completed summer internships organized by the Alumni Office team, with 92% of employers lauding the performance of the interns.
And specifically noting how they were pleased that the interns exhibited a high degree of soft skills, especially team working, collaboration, time management, critical thinking, conflict resolution, and emotional intelligence. These employers were eager to offer permanent employment to our graduates. Remember, 92%. We're going for the 100. However, only 3 students seized this opportunity. The others opted for further their academic pursuits.
The program is designed to provide students aged 16 to 19 with crucial soft skills, preparing them for both the workforce and higher education. Pro-Vice Chancellor and the Principal of the school campus, the Global Campus, Dr. Francis Severin, says it continues to focus on helping students become role models.
And I always say that we have to nip things in the bud. This is what Sandra Griffith-Carrington and the team, the dedicated team of teachers and the sponsors are engaged in. We are nipping the whole process in the bud. We're not waiting for people to go astray. We're not waiting for people to depart from the straight and narrow. We are guiding them and shepherding them at the beginning.
Sports now, there's a new men's champion of the Barbados Road Tennis Open Tournament in the finals at the Wilde Gymnasium at the weekend. Shaquem Nurse pulled off a straight sets upset over three-time defending champion Mark Venom Griffith to secure the $20,000 prize. Additionally, Sheldon Warren showed her class to take the women's title. Damien Best reports.
Barbados Road Tennis Open final ladies first up. Sheldon Warren versus Rachel Smith in the pink shirt. First game, Smith came out firing, takes an early 4-1 lead. Could this be the year that Smith turns the corner and secures a maiden BRTO title? It certainly wasn't going to be a cakewalk because Warren also had her eyes on that $20,000 top prize, beautiful straight drive. But with a little cushion in the scoring column, Smith would take the first game at 21-14. The second, vital, and Warren had to buckle down, and that she did, easing to a 9-4 advantage. Smith's back arm not dialed in. To let Warren back into contention would be a recipe for disaster, and Smith was feeling the pressure. The stage set for an epic third game. Warren showing her class, 21-13 then in the second. We're tied at 1 apiece. Smith, way too long. Everything on the line then in the decider. Both players calculating every shot. The exchange is gripping, to say the least. Unforced error, Warren. One of the best rallies of the contest, with the scores locked at 8-all. Defense mixed with attack. Loving the footwork and focus to keep the ball in play. Which way will it go? Warren finds the corner pocket.
With bated breath.
The momentum of the game changed after the mandatory switch of ends, and it was Warren who had Smith in a tangle. The serve equally as lethal. Warren can see the finish line. Smith consigned to defeat. Match point, Sheldon Warren coming back from a game down to defeat Rachel Smith and take home that $20,000. 14-21, 21-13, 21-13. What a performance. On to the men's showdown now. Epic would be an understatement. Shaquem Nurse in the blue versus defending champion Mark Venom Griffith. Nurse displaying maturity beyond his years, rallying well against the best in the business. Griffith not standing idly by, punching time and time again with that forearm drive. Back in Nurse off the baseline. But whenever you're playing Venom, there has to be calculated risk involved. And Nurse ensured that he moved the champion around the court before a body shift that thrilled the hundreds in attendance. Boy, was he enjoying his time on court. Well, he repeated the dosage the very next play, moving light on his feet and flashing that forearm down the line. He leads 15-10. Fast forward, and Nurse lost the plot a little. Griffith coming back from being down 16-20 to draw a level at 20-all. Nurse with a bad miss. Now the pressure is at fever pitch. But with nerves of steel, Nurse garnered the 2 points necessary and took the first game at 22-20. The drive down the line, eye candy. Fine margins in this 3 best-of-5 matchup. Second game locked at 14-all then. Griffith, with some critical mistakes, leaves the door open for Nurse into the advertising. From 18-15, Nurse would pile more pressure on Venom, securing the second and leaving one last hurdle to clear for one of the biggest upsets in the sport's modern history. Griffith looking perturbed, and for good reason. 21-15 then to Nurse. The third was all style and flair from the young man. Anton Lilman Daniel will be proud. The balance and poise at the net, priceless. More of the good stuff. Welcome to Barbados Fashion Week. This one was for the photographers. On one leg, the body shift of the year. Game and match point. Griffith with the unforced error. And what a moment for Nurse. He has done what many have failed to do in major competitions. Defeat Mark Venom Griffith in 3 straight games. 22-20, 21-15, 21-15. Well done, indeed.
That's news now. We'll have more news coming up at noon. Morning Barbados is back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Lord.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
13 past the hour. All month we'll be reminding you to ask about dementia, ask about Alzheimer's. And so this month is so critical that we do focus on the condition, as so many people are impacted by not just those who have been diagnosed with the condition, but those who care for those who are dealing with the condition as well. And so just yesterday, again, browsing the news, by the way, Kyla Branch is with me as always, executive member, along with Lana Boyce, herself a caregiver. Portia Simpson Miller, do you know her?
Yes.
Do either of you know her? The former Prime Minister of Jamaica,
yes,
is also living with dementia.
Yes.
And for the very first time, her husband came out to say, we're living with her, but she can still eat, function, and all the rest of it. It just goes to show, again, because we're breaking on the myths, we still continue to do so, there is no separator at all for the condition.
Exactly. And what was interesting in that case, because, you know, we try to spread awareness and shed light, and a lot of the, as we would say, popular persons, celebrities who are suffering either directly or indirectly from the condition, it's good that they are speaking out, because as you would have seen and as you would have heard earlier in the program, we want to have inclusivity. We don't want to have persons who are either living in fear or who feel as though they're stigmatized. And I think that's the reason why people tend to hold their relatives in. But it's fantastic that her husband actually shed light on the area, because it is something that can happen to anyone. You know, we talk about it's 99% of something, yes, but you always have that 1%, that minority, and that minority can always be us. And so therefore we want to ensure that we are creating that space to reduce the stigma associated. And this is why, of course, we have these conversations, and we're asking about dementia, asking about Alzheimer's, not only about the patient, as you rightly mentioned, but of course, on the caregiver. And so I love the article, because he spoke about the fact that, you know, on some days she may be present there in reality with him, and then on other days, of course, she is somewhere else. And wherever else she may be, he has to be there with her, because the life of the caregiver, and this is of course why we're so happy to have Lana here to share her perspective, the life of the caregiver is very difficult, because not only is the person themselves grieving their loss in terms of the memory loss, but you are watching on as your relative is also losing the memory, and by extension, losing the memory of you. And so you're grieving in real time. You know, no one has died, but there's a lot of grief. And so therefore we want to ensure that the balance is maintained, because yes, we focus on the patient, which is of course wonderful, but we want to make sure that the balance is maintained for the caregiver, who obviously has to be at their best as well, while trying to provide the compassionate care.
You know, and we're wearing our ribbons today, Kyla and me, all three of us, Lana, Kyla and me, we're wearing it simply because, and the yellow bit in the bud in the middle, that's because there's hope.
Absolutely.
There's hope. Purple is the color, there's hope. And so Lana, you yourself have found yourself in a position now where you are a giver of care.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about your journey so far.
The transitioning was hard at first, because here was my mom, it's my mom I'm taking care of. To be the strong one, we were always the person, she's the rock, she's the foundation. And here am I, the roles are reversed. And not only is she living with dementia, she's also surviving stage 3 breast cancer. So I have the double whammy. And we would have realized she was forgetting little things. But then during her treatment with the cancer, we realized everything started to full blown. So it was a shock.
I see your shock. I see your shock, and you're dealing with it well.
Yes.
And that's the whole beauty of the whole thing. Take a moment. I'll let you take a moment, all right? Because kind of sometimes we forget that impact on the caregiver.
Exactly.
I could say it now too. I know I've taken the same journey that you're taking, Lana. I understand what it means to have your loved one forget you.
Yes.
One day my father looked at me and asked me, "Who are you?" My father? And the Pearson was about to lash back and say, "What do you mean, who am I?" But his daddy coped with it by simply laughing it off. "Oh, I'm just kidding, I'm just joking with you." But all the while, it became a reality. I remember one day sitting, we were playing a game of cards. As a family, playing a game of cards. And I said, "I'm tired of this game, let me switch the game up now." We took a different game. And then I said, "All right, you know what, I realized that daddy's not playing. Let's include him. Let's go back to the original game that he was playing." And he asked, "I don't know that game, I don't know how to play it." And again, the Pearson was like, we were just playing this game. But I had to check myself.
Yes.
And a lot of that has to happen a lot, Lana, don't you? You have to
Yes.
check yourself.
Definitely, definitely, because persons don't understand. Unless you are in the situation, you can never grasp the impact. Because now you're balancing a home, being a caregiver, and if you have children in the home that's going to school, which in my case I still do, I still a full-time job.
It's a lot.
So I have been through stages where I was home because panic attacks. I would just sit down and cry because with my mom's diagnosis, my dad also died overseas. So it was
a lot.
Can't cope and then going into work. Person's not understanding. You're trying to put on this brave face, but you're many days I sit down in the garage and cry. Everybody's sleeping. I'm outside bawling. But then when they see me,
You have to be strong for everyone else.
Yeah.
How are you coping, though, yourself? Not just emotionally, but physically as well. I hope you're not losing yourself to this.
I'm getting back there now. I had lost myself completely, but now I'm learning to take time for me because I've got some friends that tell me, you can't pour from an empty cup. Because I always know everybody's looking to me. I'm the one, and I'm the primary caregiver. There is no assistant, and it's taxing physically, mentally, and financially. And because that is another burden on the caregiver as well, to provide nutrition and a healthy standard of living for the person they're caring for, while still maintaining yours as well.
I know.
So,
I know.
Yes.
Sometimes kind of we spend so much time on making sure they're healthy, we miss the opportunity to communicate, though.
Absolutely.
Or to care for self.
And communication is so important.
What advice then do you give to the Lanas who are watching, who are saying, "I'm just a Lana girl, I get you. I work, it's just me. I'm the first child. I'm the only girl." Those situations we hear a lot of.
Absolutely.
And so all of it falls to one person oftentimes.
It is unfortunate, but it is true. It is true that, oftentimes in family dynamics, one or two persons are taking the full load. But of course, we want to ensure that persons, and I keep saying this, nurture the goose. You can't lay a golden egg if you're not nurturing the goose. And this is the reason why we have caregiver support groups actually for our caregivers, so that they can have a safe space where they can vent, where they can have tips, where they can understand how to manage, not only managing, of course, the condition itself, but managing in terms of their own care. Am I eating well? Am I exercising? Do I have moments to socialize? Do I need respite? Where we may have a situation where, okay, we can have the patient have another engagement so that the caregiver then can have a focus on themselves. We want to ensure that they are also well taken care of, not only in terms of their medical care, because of course we impress upon them to go to the physician as well and have their checks done, because it is well documented, unfortunately, that most persons who are caregivers for dementia patients, 2 out of 3 of them actually suffer from dementia, from depression and anxiety. And additionally, there was another study that showed that a number of persons, this was done in the US, persons who were African American, about 40% of those persons went on to have dementia symptoms. 40% of the caregivers went on to have dementia symptoms. So it's very, very important for us to focus on that risk reduction, particularly for the caregiver, to ensure that they then maintain in good health. Because how many stories have we heard for persons who are into caregiving, you know, the patient lives on, and unfortunately the caregiver then succumbs to some negative outcome.
Too many stories. So the caregiver group, the support group, how can people watching today contact and join the caregiving group?
Yes, well, what they can do, we've made it very easy, and of course, you know, we're very much embracing the technology. So once you've placed the poster on the screen, and it is there on the screen, I would urge persons to take a photo of that QR code. Once they've taken the QR code, and for some of the older persons who may not be familiar, you take the photo of the QR code and then you click on the QR code, and it will pull up the link to our WhatsApp support group, and you can simply join from there. So it's very, very easy to do so. For other persons who obviously then may not wish to go through the QR code, simply call us at 234-6853. 234-6853, so that we can then provide you with our email information, Barbados Alzheimer's Association @gmail.com, and we can of course have communication with you in that way if you don't wish to use the QR code.
It's a tough time, but if you're looking for emotional support, then this group that you just saw on your screen is for you. Strict practical caregiving tips and strategies they'll give. They'll update resources on dementia, and they'll give lifelong connections to you as well. But there's a lot that as a caregiver you need to really take care of. You need to really start taking care of yourself. That's the first thing.
Absolutely.
They tell you on the plane, put on your mask first, and then you deal with the others. Don't forget self.
Yes.
Don't forget self.
Absolutely.
Your loved one has lived, and as much as you find yourself drawn away from them, that's the reality. So face it fast and acknowledge that you still have to take care of self. Eat healthy foods.
Yes.
Exercise regularly. Get lots of sleep. I know it's tough.
It is very difficult.
It's still a work in progress.
It's tough indeed. Get to your doctor on a regular basis. Follow your own health regime. Keep your health, legal, and financial information up to date.
Yes.
Up to date, that's important.
Yes.
And join the Barbados Alzheimer's Association, that's a no-brainer, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Without a doubt, indeed. And so it's important as caregivers that you take care of self. And if you're struggling with self, contact the Barbados Alzheimer's Association. There's a support group for you.
Yes.
The information is on your screen. Again, look back at the show minutes later on, and you can see it and you can gather information there as well. Or call
234-6853. 234-6853, or email us at Barbados Alzheimer's Association @gmail.com.
So important. Lana, you're doing a good thing.
Thank you.
You're doing a good thing.
Lots of persons out there, and in the support care group, there are many ladies who experiencing I'm not even going through half of the stuff they're going through. But it's a safe place where persons can share. Even a tip that may work for you can help somebody else. So we encourage people to share. And we want people to be more aware and to sensitize.
Yeah.
And because your loved one is living with the dementia, doesn't mean they have to stay secluded. Because my mom goes everywhere with us. We were at Carifesta.
I don't want to give it a trajectory, but you know the.
No, we know when it comes to a point. But my mom was always a person that practiced good habits. So she used to exercise, work out. So she wasn't eating certain foods. So she's still strong. She'll be 81 in November.
Well, congrats.
So she's doing well. Yes. And she's normally at the seminar, so you see a face to go with it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have a face.
I know. You really can't look at someone and says, that's you. It's coming at you.
Yes. And before I leave, Kirsten, I just wanted to congratulate Lana, obviously, for taking the opportunity to come here in front of the entire population of Barbados and share her story. Because it is obviously very difficult.
It is.
And, I congratulate you for being here, and I thank you for being a membership of the association. Because at the end of the day, it's one thing to talk about something, but it's another thing to have a real life experience and a real person here to showcase it.
Kyla, thank you too. Kyla Branch, who is the executive member of the Barbados Alzheimer's Association. Lana Boyce, a caregiver. Her mother is in her care, and so she's now the roles have been reversed. She's managing, but there's a caregivers group as well. So grab hold of the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, and let's support each other. Together we can do this as a herd, as a community.
Thank you so
Kyla.
much.
Thank you. You're welcome as always.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray microbiome probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 7:30 in Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean now as we turn our attention to a big activity happening in Barbados. Barbados is hosting literally the best in the industry in tourism right here in early October at the Hilton Barbados. All of the players, the movers and the shakers are on island and they can't wait to engage indeed on topics of interest to all of us. After all, tourism is a significant part of who we are as a people and a significant contributor to our GDP. Sound like a politician now, don't I? Indeed. Joining me right now, as we take a little greater focus on what to expect, is Nicholas Scott, Technical Assistant with the Tourism Education and Awareness, and looking at that specifically with the Caribbean Tourism Organization. And ta-da! Belle Holder, who is the PR and Communications Manager with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated. To both of you, good morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
Belle, I'm going to start with you because we are hosting this, and there's a reason we're hosting this.
Absolutely. And I listened to your intro and I said, you hit the nail on the head.
Bless you.
It's absolutely accurate that tourism is so much a part of who we are in our everyday lives. And I think sometimes because it's there all the time, we take it for granted and don't realize. But one of the things that I think we're most proud of is that our current tourism heads, the Minister of Tourism International Transport, the Honorable Ian Gooden-Edgell, along with BTMI CEO, Ms. Andrea Franklin, are also the current heads of the CTO, which is wonderful that Barbados then gets to be the host country. So we're very excited, and we of course want everyone to know that they're invited. So don't think that, oh, I don't work directly in tourism. You think, so I'm not invited. But also students, I think that's why Nicholas is here as well, is it's so important for students and young people to see that there is and are wonderful careers in tourism, and there's so many avenues to get there.
It is not as, there was a time we thought it was just the waiter, server, the room attendant, and it's so vast now, the different disciplines that are attracted to the industry known as tourism.
Yeah.
Can you walk me through a little bit so that we get a sense of what tourism really is?
gosh. Tourism is everything. Like, it's so intersectoral. You work in agriculture, you could be in tourism. You work in technology, you could touch tourism. So tourism is just so expansive that, you know, just think of it as a little bubble in so many bigger bubbles that you could just touch. So like you said, it isn't just the front line. You could be in back office. Like, many persons thought of me as always being a frontline worker. I've worked in the industry for several years now, doing mostly tours, meet and greet in foreign languages, as I speak German and Spanish. But now persons see me and they're like, oh my gosh, Nicholas is in corporate, like he's in corporate tourism. So it's not just the front end line, there's the back of line. You could be doing so many things and touch tourism. So yeah.
Sorry, Belle, go ahead.
I was going to say, and Nicholas should also perhaps share an aspect of his story, which is so wonderful, starting from an internship to where he is now.
Nicholas, could you share?
Happily. I started as an intern at the Caribbean Tourism Organization, and it was very interesting how I ended up there, because I wasn't really supposed to end up at the CTO, but I did. And I thought I was going to go into this massive office with a lot of people walking around, busy, but it was so quiet, but still very busy. And I ended up working in a corporate position, dealing with all the, as we like to say, I focus in the tourism education and awareness programs. So I deal with most of the youth initiatives, presenting on CTO, presenting on tourism. So we get a lot of schools coming and universities coming to our office. And I get to tell them about tourism, what sustainability looks like in tourism, how technology touches tourism, and how youth could play a role in tourism, because we're the next generation coming up who will be carrying on the baton of tourism and making sure that it's developed the way it needs to be developed, and how it can be expanded and touch all the other industries that it needs to touch.
You can't start and expect me to stop. So give me some ideas of what's happening in your head as it relates to the future of tourism, because I know part of it is going to be an innovation hub.
Yes.
So talk to me about that.
So the innovation hub is going to be, well, we're going to be activating the innovation hub at SOTIC, the State of the Tourism Industry Conference, and it's going to be looking at virtual reality, augmented reality, AI, artificial intelligence, and how it can play a role in tourism in this day and age. Because even though we depend on our beauty and we depend on the people, we need to look at technology. It's coming, it's here, and we need to use it correctly. So with our innovation hub, it's going to be in partnership with Wing Whale Media. It's one of our allied members, and they will be showing us how technology currently plays a role in tourism in the Caribbean. You're going to get to experience several tourism products, so from rainforests, avatars, and how you could use it with making bookings, use it in training, marketing. Anything you could think of, how you could get technology involved, they will be showing that and displaying it. And then with that as well, we're going to look to see how you engage with it. We're going to take that data from a survey, and we're going to see how we could use it within our CTO memberships to advance the technology in tourism.
So who's for this innovation hub?
Everybody.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Even, you don't want to say everybody because you want to get the right people, but everybody. Ministers, tourism executives, the youth, anybody can take part. You come to SOTIC, you can take part in the Innovation Hub.
So I know already there are young people sitting at home, and I'm hoping they're being really excited by what Nicholas is sharing this morning and say, but I want to go, how can I be a part of it? And it's easy. You always have your cell phone. So we know, just go online to sotic.onecaribbean.org. That's SOTIC, SOTIC, .onecaribbean.org. And there's registration available for the students as well. We really want to see young people in the room, because as Nicholas rightfully said, the industry belongs to them. They're the ones that are going to carry it forward. And it's a wonderful opportunity to meet your regional counterparts and make those connections and start networking and building your career from today.
Indeed. And you know, I get excited when I hear about the Innovation Hub, because I know we've got through many junior ministers, congresses that speak to that. And the young people are driving their ideas and passion in that direction. So here it is, an opportunity now to actually come, rub shoulders with, to explore more of some of your ideas. And speaking of the junior ministers of the Congress, Belle, let's talk about this coming up.
Yes, so
I'm excited about.
Of course, because our current junior minister of tourism is Junior Minister Tashina Yacinth. Tashina Yacinth. Good morning, Junior Minister. She's 17 years old. She's at the law school, so that makes me even more proud. And we are really cheering her on because the region does not play. So the region is coming to take that title back to whichever island in terms of the competition. And we should share with the audience that, Pearson, you are a major supporter of the junior minister as well. So you should share your story too in terms of how you support the young people in this initiative.
I think you will, when you come and to experience it perhaps for the very first time, you will see great minds at work. They'll have opportunities to just be able to answer some mystery questions, but they have a chance also to share what their thoughts are on tourism, what they see we have to do as the big old people to do better as it relates to tourism. They have ideas and they're passionate about ideas. They're so well spoken. I am thrilled by the way they present themselves and they present their ideas, and not see it simply, as I've started at the beginning, the person who is just the cook, the chef, and everything else. There's so many other opportunities as they see it. But these are young people in our schools who are not just simply doing tourism studies alone, but have taken time to explore the world, explore the spaces that we live in, and to see the possibilities when they begin to compare one with the other, see where those spaces are, and they've inserted themselves in those spaces as well. They're so well spoken. It's a brilliant developmental program. So much so, Belle, I was talking to the Ministry of Environment, the Ministry of Education earlier this week, and I said to them, and they were talking about environment, why don't you do a junior minister of the environment just how the BTMI is doing?
Lovely.
So they're going to call you, okay? And see how they can copy from what you're doing. You're welcome. You're welcome.
But if you look at the theme for this year, which is reimagining Caribbean tourism, research, relevance, and the road ahead. We really have to acknowledge that none of us can do it in isolation. So just as we talk about how the industry, the sector of tourism touches so many different industries, we have to realize that the Caribbean has to work together. The region has to work together. And we can only make a difference and take it forward if we collaborate and have these conversations. Because we all face the same vulnerabilities. And during hurricane season, we see how the region comes together when one of us is devastated. That's how we need to work together every single day to make a difference in the sector.
Indeed so. And so this is coming up October 1st to the 3rd. At Hilton Hotel.
Yes, please.
And the Innovator is on?
The Innovation Hub will be from October 1st to October 2nd, and Youth Congress will be on October 2nd as well.
Right, so on those 2 days, Hilton is our playground. We can come and be a part of it indeed.
So I want to remind people again, don't forget to register. You can register right now. SoTake1Caribbean.org. Yeah, I really don't want young people to miss the opportunity.
I don't either. And you see it on your screen, folks. It's the State of the Tourism Industry Conference, Reimagining Caribbean Tourism, Research, Relevance, and the road ahead. We can all come together because we're so much a part of tourism, and tourism is such a part of us. Our voice lends to how we map that road ahead. And so to know is to empower, and then that knowledge guides our thoughts going forward. So show up. Really show up to these 2 days, the first and second, indeed. Engage with what is happening there. Meet some of the participants who are going to be on island. There are people coming from all across the region. Wherever the CTO does work, they're going to be here. So from the top to the bottom, they're all here. Industry players and deciders and movers and shakers. And this is why it's so important that we are all turning up for this one, indeed. I can't wait for the Youth Congress to see how that's going to be a ding-dong battle. How many? There are 9?
We're going to be having 16 members taking part this year.
16 members?
16.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yes, so
it's going to be exciting.
So of course we support the region, and then we're like, come on, junior ministers, keep that crown in Barbados. You know what I mean? Keep the title in Barbados is what we want. We'll cheer on everybody, and then of course
we'll be gracious, but then you'll drop everything else after when Barbados starts this week.
When I walked in this morning and I saw what Nicholas is wearing around his neck, I was like, okay.
Yeah, you do.
I support our membership, so I am impartial. I am supporting everyone, but yes, this is a collection of our membership and then my personal collection as well. But yeah, I am impartial. I am supporting everyone.
I'm looking so well. I don't see the flag of Barbados.
It is not the flag, but I have the trident.
Okay. That'll
Of
do.
course.
That'll do. No problem indeed. Well, Nicholas, thank you.
Thank you.
Belle,
as
is there
well.
anything else you want to add this
Yeah,
morning?
definitely. I want to make sure that young people, the students especially,
Yes.
so from secondary and tertiary level, if you are thinking about a career in tourism, if you're thinking, I'm not quite sure what I want to do, or you're even thinking, what is there for me in the sector? This is the place to come to find out, to connect with all of the people that you need to connect with and connect with people in the region. It's such a wonderful opportunity and truly not to be missed. And I always tell young people, my line is open anytime you have any questions. And let's be honest, person, I didn't think that I would be sitting on the Mornin Barbados set speaking about tourism. Do you know what I mean? Coming out of a career in broadcasting and PR. So there's always these avenues that link all of us to tourism.
Indeed so. Indeed so.
And additionally, I want to say for persons who think that they may not touch tourism, like you just said, we're going to be talking about medicine, we're going to be talking about sports, we're going to be talking about so many different sectors. So even if you don't think that your sector aligns with tourism, still show up because you may get some information that may be beneficial to you to take you even further.
Absolutely. Any others? Good. So the volume is done here now. Thank you both indeed. Nicholas Scott, of course, bell holder indeed. And so, folks, SOTIC, SOTIC.onecaribbean.org. You go there. Register. Let your children register because there are so many exciting things happening in tourism today. They will find their footing, they'll find their space, they'll get excited indeed. The Innovation Hub is one place where they can really see in first real life how it really works, how they implement and integrate AI and all of the technologies into tourism. Indeed, it's going to be fantastic. Barbados, 1st to 3rd of October. It's just a matter of days away. Don't waste the opportunity. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And by the way, on Thursday, for those younger ones, you will get to get a taste of what it is like to be the Junior Minister of Tourism and why you should be a part. So don't miss it on Thursday to hear from Barbados Junior Minister of Tourism. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
14 minutes now to go to the hour of 8 o'clock as we continue to gather in St. James And I have the beautiful couple with me. And I'm so excited to say today's Rev Bev. Good morning.
Good morning.
Beverly Seeley Knight, and of course she's brought along her husband, Reverend Reginald Knight. Good morning, both of you. And so, socks first. Peter, socks first. Peter, Reginald has come dressed to the T, color coordinated indeed, with the color of St. James. Well done, Rev Bev.
Thank you.
You're welcome indeed. Now, you lead the parish organizing committee, and here it is now. We're almost at the end.
Yeah.
But as I said to you before we came live, you have done so much already.
We have. I'm still reeling from all of it, catching my breath.
Yes.
Certainly over the weekend, there was a lot happening, and we got involved in the blind cricket match. And
Yes.
that in itself was exciting.
Did
It was
you
a
play?
learning. I did play. We both did.
Oh, so may I ask who won? Okay, don't answer.
Well, Rain washed out play.
I like your answer. That's true, you know, I didn't really, we had some rain indeed.
Yeah.
But that was good. And the whole point is that you had cricket, and you had cricket in all of its iterations, from marble cricket to tape ball cricket to cricket. Blind cricket.
Yeah.
But you brought the game alive, and again, in our passions, and reignited the passion for the sport, thanks to the work of the St. James Parish Organizing Committee. We tend to forget, because we only see cricket as winning and losing, but it's so much more outside of cricket.
Exactly. It brought communities together. We got to meet up with old friends, and we made some new friends. We also discovered that there's a lot of talent in Barbados, and certainly in the St. James community, of course. So we were very, very moved and impressed by the young people who came out to play cricket and who've got this passion for cricket. And I think it reignited in us too a passion as well, and an eagerness to learn, especially with the history of cricket. You know, it was so amazing as we started to dig into cricket itself, the whole history. So we not only played cricket, but we also had the educational aspect of it. And we realized that there's so much more that we have to do as a nation if we're going to take this craft seriously.
I completely agree with you. One of which was the webinar that looked at the impact on cricket on the youth. Because if we start at the youth, we begin almost at the cradle, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so this is all part of the contribution of St. James to cricket in Barbados. And I'm glad you didn't resile from your responsibility. After all, there's so many cricketers who've come from you. And they're coming up on Thursday, this week Thursday, as a matter of fact. There is also Wickets and Wonders.
Yes.
At Good Shepherd.
At Good Shepherd. So we're looking to play on that field. That starts at 7. And of course, that would be North versus South. And
I know, I'm waiting to hear the outcome. Go ahead.
Yes, we definitely are. We're excited about that. And then we're going to have, and then we have the final match.
Right, on the following day.
Yes. And then on the 29th, the champions will play a mixed team.
Right. A mixed team of males, females.
I'm pausing
the
there.
Best players.
The best players.
The best players. It could be female indeed.
Could be female.
It could be female. All right, so there's a lot of cricket still to come in St. James. So, folks, we don't miss the opportunity as we continue to gather in St. James to get out there and watch the games from the margins, but you're also getting into the game because you're supporting your favorite community, your favorite parish. Remember, there are 3 constituencies, and those constituencies are doing a round robin of sort and playing against each other, and may the best one win, and we wish them all well indeed. One of the initiatives I know you have coming up is coming up on the 22nd. Who's going to tell me about that one? The Village Builders Initiative.
Oh, we've had to switch the date a bit, but certainly today, one of the other things that we'll be doing shortly would be, it's Arbor Day, and we're going to be planting some trees in the schools and the community. So that's another thing that we're involved in and terribly excited about. Yes, but you know, when we talk about legacy, that's definitely one area, and we want to encourage our communities to take seriously our environment. And we know the importance of having trees around, fruit trees as well, and the opportunity too of teaching the youth from the cradle right up about the earth and what it gives to us. And it's important that we learn how to give back.
Or stewardship.
Or
See, so I want to sound theological right
you
now.
You do. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Because we were planted here, I say planted, for want of a better term for the moment, by God, who said to us, take care of this.
Yes.
Take care of this. And we have decided to pull ourselves away from it. That's hard work. That's not for me. I don't want to sweat. I don't want to get my fingernails dirty. Yeah. And so we have not been taking care of this. And so this effort allows us to, again, to get back to our purpose for being on earth, to take care of this.
Yeah.
Plant some trees. Let's plant some trees. And there are benefits that flow therefrom.
So many.
You know, it cools because it attracts the rain and everything else, but it also provides shade and fruit and food. And so, Rev, night.
Yes.
The other Rev, night. No, are you planting?
Well, I wouldn't be with them today.
Okay.
But I will be. I'm going as we go forward. I'll be part of that.
You're part of that effort.
We encourage that because, again, I heard only just before we came on, I heard the young man speaking about the whole question of young people getting involved and the whole question of education. And I think that's one of the things that, apart from cricket, there is still that need for us to help our young people to appreciate and to respect the environment in which we live in. Again, another interesting thing is that even now, the Anglican Church, we're into the whole season of creation, that whole season of creation thing, which again speaks to helping persons to understand the importance of their relationship, keeping that environment healthy, and that we can all feel comfortable living in. Just last night, I was having a conversation with some friends, and we were talking, and the whole question of the ozone layer came up, and what we do as a people and how we impact on it, and very often we impact on it in a negative way. So the planting of trees is just one of the ways in which we in St. James are trying to make our mark in terms of sending that message. Because truth is, we're talking cricket and everything, and cricket has its benefits as far as physical health and keeping fit and everything is concerned, but we still got to breathe. We got to look to breathe fresh air.
We trample through life, and I'm saying that deliberately. We just trample through life as though it will always be. And we have been damaging this planet Earth as a consequence, and then we fret because we don't understand why it's so hot. We don't understand why these waves are so high. We don't understand. That's because of us and our behaviors and our practices. And so we want to be able to turn that around by beginning now. And St. James is leading the way in that beginning. Is tonight's Fire in Babylon still on?
It was last night.
I missed it.
You missed
What's
it.
today's date?
22nd,
Pearson.
We were looking for you, as a matter of fact. So we thought you had another engagement because we knew you were going to be there.
I thought it was today.
And you missed some heavy hitters.
All right, I feel badly enough now. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about some more activities coming up. This backyard bounty.
Yes.
What's that about?
It is we're forming this relationship with the Ministry of Agriculture, and it's going to be held at Melbourne. It's an all-day activity, but it's all about, once again, learning, developing a skill. So there's going to be a lot to explore when we think about agriculture. But the things I'm interested in will be learning how to make a chicken coop. Yes, learning how to make cheese. Those are the two things that I'm keen on going. So I'm going to learn it, so I'm going to be there. But we're inviting everybody to come out through the day and experience all that it has to offer. And, groups like 4-H, housewives, house husbands.
Yes.
Anybody. You don't have to be a pro. Just have an interest. Just come and learn, see what there is to offer. And you may come away with something that may very well develop into a hobby, which may then be able to generate some extra income.
You're right. Again, this is something we've gone away from. We used to use the space behind us in our curtilage. I love that word badly. And so, to do things that are different, to support the family and to support the neighbor. And so you're helping us to get back to that by looking at our backyard bounty, using just a little corner perhaps to grow some thyme and some carrots and everything else, while on the other side you're growing something a little different, 2 pigs in the corner. Those kinds of things. And that's what you're encouraging. I love it. I love it. And so we come out to Melbourne on the 24th.
Right.
and we get to learn how to do the chicken coop.
Yes, yes, that's right.
and more.
And more.
All right.
And more.
I don't want to miss the biggie, the marquee event.
Mhm.
The marquee event is coming up.
Yes. Okay, so just before we get to the marquee event, I would want to go back to what we mentioned earlier, which would have been the Village Builders program.
Yes.
Program that's going to be launched and it's going to be done at Queen's College on the 25th at 6:30 in the evening.
Okay.
So we're working with the Ministry of Training and Tertiary Education, and it's about, once again, developing the minds of the youth, but also, say, the adults, learning how to be able to communicate, to protect and safeguard our children, to create the kind of environment that we once had.
The values.
The values, etc. So it is going to be a launch of that kind of program, and it will involve training.
Okay.
And once again, it's for all those individuals who want to give back and who feel as though they want to really engage our children and our youth and provide those safe spaces, and at the same time to be able to teach as well as to learn, to have that kind of open mind, but confidence as well, to be able to help foster and raise our children. As they say, it takes a village.
It does. It really does. On the 27th, Reverend Knight, Reginald.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be a cook-off. Are you cooking, sir?
Actually, I thought about it. I am still thinking about it.
There's all the 27th.
He's a good cook.
He's a good cook?
He's a good
I'll take your word for it. But come and show it.
Yeah.
Because there's this cook-off that's happening under the Barbados Trust Loans Fund. Talk to me a little bit about the structure and how that works.
So that's going to be all part of our
Trust Your Flavor cook-off.
Yes.
big event happening on the 27th. We've got the Trust Fund, their fair, and that's all part of it. But we are a part of that as well, and that is going to be at Hoyts, right? And then we're moving on to Western and Thunder Bay for our
on the water,
right? St. James on the water, and then we're on to Trents, where we've got the marquee event, which is the Health Expo and concert.
Also,
So what we're trying to do is expose people to the best of St. James.
All right. I got you. Listen, there's a competition they have going on for Trust Your Flavor Cook-Off. Rev Bevan, I'm telling you now. To enter this competition, look at it on your screen, look at your screen, look at your screen. You send Trust My Flavor to this WhatsApp number to register. That number is 248-6726. Again, if you miss it, watch back the show and get it down. You can tell which MP you want to cook with. I love that part. Which of the 3 MPs you see right there that you want to cook with. And once you're selected to compete in the cook-off final, then you show up, of course, and good luck to you because you get a chance to win $500. This is on the 27th. It begins at 10 in the morning till 6 at Hoyts Playing Field. So trust your flavor, folks. So get online right now, send your WhatsApp, Trust My Flavor, to 248-6726. Identify the MP you want to cook with, and then may the best chef win indeed. There's also the final of the karaoke competition on that night. We are on the water all day long until our skin gets swivelly, as we say. So there are lots of stuff happening in St. James on those days. I don't think I miss anything right here, right now.
We've covered a lot.
We've covered a lot. You've done a lot.
We've done a lot. We even went into the communities, and one of the things that they talked about was taking care of our elders more so than ever, and of course, having more exposure to the Holders Hill Farmers Market.
Still more to talk about. Still other reasons for you to come back to share some more. All right, I got to leave it there because look at the time. It's already 8 o'clock. Reverend Beverly Silly Knight along with the Reverend Reginald Knight. Thank you both for coming by. And again, thank you for the great work you're doing in St. James. Wonderful work you're doing indeed. I'm excited about it. I know many people are as well. So folks, we'll continue to gather there in the parish of St. James. I'm out of breath. I'm out of time as well. I want to thank you so much for joining us. My little crew joins me, wishing all of you a great today. Be it the will of the Lord. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados.